Okay, here we go. Guys, I have to tell you, this movie was awesome.
Thank you so much.
And the way it was filmed, I felt like I was there. Which is cool, because I've never been invited to a party like that before, so it was really cool.
I don't think anyone, none of us have.
How much fun was this to make?
Amazing. It was a lot of fun.
It was like it was like the best time we've ever had.
Probably in my life.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I mean, we shot for 5 weeks doing night shoots, which was like 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So it was like we were partying for like a little over a month. It was really intense. But
4 weeks.
Well, that leads to my next question, because you said 5 weeks. In all honesty, I was thinking, okay, this must have been filmed in one crazy night, and they got everything they needed, and there's no way they could do retakes, because how do you do that, you know?
Pretty impressive.
That'd be really impressive.
yeah,
That's a
lot.
That's the next level.
Well, I don't know anything about filmmaking, so when I watch it, I'm just like, oh, it's a night.
That's great. Though.
Masterful editing.
And that's
by
Yeah,
Jeff Ross.
that's what you want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. It's good.
Our editor Jeff is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Did some awesome stuff.
Yeah.
He made. I mean, the shooting itself was epic, but there was so much in post.
Yeah, they did a really good job of piecing together, because when we shot so much footage that you just like you don't know.
So was it a real party that they just kept doing over and over and over again?
It was a real. Yeah, I mean,
In a way, it
no,
was.
it wasn't a real party.
We shot it in
technically, but-
scenes for sure, but there were a lot of times we did like just really long shots of people dancing and music playing.
Yeah.
And that way you could kind of grab spontaneous moments out of that.
Also, between shots, we kept the party and the music going.
Yeah, it wasn't like everyone was drinking, like pounding, shots and like really.
We weren't.
I don't know. People.
I don't know about the
actually,
extras.
Yeah, but I mean, we weren't.
Speak for that.
Exactly.
Keep our jobs, so we weren't doing that. But yeah, I mean, it did just have a vibe. It's just like there's a trick to have a vibe of that like party, and that's like I guess the filmmaking behind the movie.
Well, if we look at your characters in the film, like you're like the shit disturber. You're the guy that wants to get stuff done. Are you at all like that in real life?
Not at all.
No?
Because honestly, I'm kind of like. I mean, I can't even drive I can't even drive around the city. I'm lost.
He's an old Jewish man.
So same here.
Yeah. So I honestly like in terms the biggest thing that is the opposite of me as a character is. I mean, I'm definitely a loud, crass person at times, but like the biggest thing that's the opposite of me is that I could never plan anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm a follower for sure.
And your character, you're I guess like more that the innocent guy that turns into a badass.
And the reality is, I'd probably be closer more to Costa than actually he is, and he'd probably be more like me. So it's kind of a cool little role reversal.
And you're like the geeky guy that gets sort of roped into something.
He's
likes
shy,
it, doesn't like.
reserved
Yeah.
kid, and he kind of just goes along with it. It's really their idea to throw the party, and he's just kind of like. Well, my parents are away. He's just kind of like the venue host. So so he's kind of thrown into it all, and he really wants to enjoy himself. At the same time, it's like it's his responsibility to make sure the house doesn't get trashed.
Now, have you guys ever gotten in that much trouble for doing anything in your childhood? Like, what's the most trouble you've been in?
I said this story earlier, but I was sitting. It's someone else. But I was 16. I don't know why I said that. I was 16, and I just got my license, and my dad had an Infiniti, which is like a nice car for his work, and I didn't have my own car, and I was driving that around, like messing around, and I had my friend drive it, and we were going like literally 120 miles an hour, like doing tricks like down a little street, like 20, like a 20-mile-an-hour street, and we crashed the car into a fence, smashed, like the wheels fell off the car. I'm not even exaggerating. The car was totaled. And my dad, I like for literally 3 months, my dad was like, he wouldn't even talk to me.
Has your dad seen this movie, and is he thinking, "Oh, this is perfect for you"?
He hasn't seen it, but he's seen the the trailers and stuff, which are pretty. You see a lot of stuff in those. So
Nice.
No, I don't think he's really thinking about any of that anymore.
Do you guys ever get in so much trouble before with your parents, or what? Or in life?
Where do I start? I'm not really a partier. I'm just kind of just a bad kid.
I guess the first time, like, I had to be confronted by my parents about something was, I guess I was a freshman, and my friend's parent was out of town, and so we kind of had a little party at his house. But his parents were divorced, but his dad knew that the house was empty, and so he came and spied on us while we were throwing this party, and basically came and crashed it, and broke it up, and so we, like, had a bunch of us, like, we were really scared, like, obviously nothing was going to happen, we were just going to call our parents, but, to us then, it's like death, so we had to escape, and then I went and spent the night at another friend's house, and then the dad came to my house like a couple of days later and told my parents. So that was really not cool. Yeah, he was super douche.
Yeah. I
No
don't like
kidding.
that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no friends. I had no friends.
I used to eat lunch with the caretaker, so neither did I.
The
Yeah.
caretaker?
Don't feel sorry for me. It's okay. I really
Oh.
did. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's
Caretakers-
actually like you're probably the more interesting person.
way
you're
more
out of school.
interesting to hang out with them.
Well, look what I've
Yeah.
developed into, a guy that does interviews with a helmet cam. So.
Exactly. I've never seen that
What?
before.
It's
That's
so cool
original.
and very distinctive.
Yeah, why not, right?
I'm always gonna remember this.
So, last couple of questions. Please don't forget. Last couple of questions. What do we say to people who think or comparing this to other movies like a Superbad or something? Let's end those now because it's completely different and very awesome.
What do you say to those people?
Yeah, how can we make sure that they don't compare
Well,
this?
just naturally, you do a high school movie, people are going to compare it. But also, if you want to take that, you can go back and say Superbad was a ripoff of 25.
Yeah, you could
different
say it was
high
a
school
rip off any
movies.
John Hughes.
Yeah,
just
John,
because it
John
has
Hughes
the
did
different
it
character
before
tropes.
anybody else did it. So
Yeah, I mean, our movie's part of a genre, and it's also the found footage subgenre, but there's no such thing as like a movie that has done nothing another movie hasn't. I mean, there's no such thing as a truly
Yeah.
original movie unless you're watching some weird Bollywood dance off with sheep and I don't even know.
None of us were going for I did not emulate any
Yeah.
I don't think any of us. I can't speak for you guys, but I don't think any of us emulated.
Not at all.
Try to emulate characters from.
No, we
Superbad,
was kind of just
like,
heightened versions of
If
ourselves.
you
Yeah.
if people
Most-
go back and say that, then that's their
The
thing.
most
Yeah.
important thing that we strive for, the three of us as actors, is that the characters were relatable and the party was fun and the movie was a really good time, and I think people are really going to enjoy it and have a good time watching
Yeah.
it and watch it with their friends.
And what sets it apart
Absolutely.
is just the way it's presented. No
Yeah.
party movie has ever been shot like this, or you
Yeah.
feel like
In one
you're
night.
walking
Let's remember,
through
we
the
want them to
party.
think it was
Yeah.
all in one night.
Yeah.
Ultimately, in this movie, the star of the movie is
Is the party.
And,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm yeah. I mean,
Or the Lexus.
or
Lexus.
I think it's
No, Mercedes.
Oh,
Yours was a
I thought you
Lexus.
said
Mercedes. Oh, I don't know who she is.
But
You've seen the movie.
Nima, the director, did such an awesome job
Nima's fantastic.
making this party feel, I think, alive, which is like something that a lot of films don't necessarily.
And working with Todd Phillips and the people at Warner Brothers, it was a really cool opportunity because we had a lot of comedic freedom to really kind of play around.
Yeah, like how much of it was improv?
I'd say 70-30 scripted to improv. Would you guys?
I would disagree with that probably.
well, I don't know. It was
we didn't
strange.
improvise at all, really. Technically,
Well,
we improvised before.
He got to improvise, clearly.
I got
No.
it a little more.
I mean,
That
me-
Men's Warehouse line was
my
me.
scenes with my scenes with Kirby, the blonde in the film, the main girl.
Yeah.
A lot of our stuff was improvised, or just because I mean, they wanted us to feel like we had a history there, so a lot of it was us just kind of talking, and then we would kind of find something that worked, and then we'd have an outline. We just kind of go from there.
Let's end on this. Last question.
Sure.
Are you guys now prepared? Because when you go to parties, when you go to different parties, whether it's friends or in the industry, people are going to expect you to be like how you are in this movie. Are
They're
you at
gonna
all
be
worried of the
disappointed.
pressure now?
Well,
They're going to be disappointed
Yeah.
because no party is like the Project X party.
Yeah, it's
and
Like you've raised the bar.
industry people, I don't think will get
It's
it.
going to take a lot to raise it further. This is possibly the
Yeah.
limit.
We need you
I don't know if
naked, like
anyone can
fully
do it.
naked next time.
Yeah, that's another story.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.